we were all talking before about the digital revolution, and everyone's saying, it's coming, and I think we had all agreed it's here. You better get on your surfboard or your boogie board or whatever, because that wave is here, and we need to ride it.
That's a great analogy.
Thank
That
you.
was getting on the
Put
boogie
that in my
board,
memoirs.
the boogie board of the Nets. We wanted to differentiate between, hey, come see my improv show. So we said, let's take it out of the four walls of a theater. Where else can we take improv? And we have such a great network, and we're all about the ensemble. Like, everything we do is ensemble based. And we said, why don't we do that? The work is going to come after we make it. Making it's going to be fun, but really, we don't want to just make a film. We want to make several films, and we want to pay back our investors. That was the big thing for us. So we spent a year before we even wrote anything developing a business plan and researching how to write a business plan. So then we could present that to our investors and say, it's not just another show. What we plan to do is we plan to make several of these films, ensemble based. We call them honest comedies, where it's not you read the script and go, it's a funny punchline right there. It's more, I know that guy. I know that relationship between
A
those
comedy
people.
with no jokes.
A comedy with no jokes is what we're calling it.
Well, we went down to the we actually went down to the Chicago Film Office and we looked up locations and how much it would cost to get a permit and then also to rent out that location. And we said, you know what, that's going to be part of our budget. We're not going to need, so we need to go and ask friends and ask people we know.
Sure.
And it's that we've heard it before. Shoot where you can. Like locations, the cost of locations is huge. So if you could shoot in a place, even if in the script it's like, oh, we didn't want to shoot here. Well, if you've got access to it, you should shoot there, wherever it is, and make that work.
While you do that, can I go get something to drink?
No, you're just gonna get in the car, okay? There's gonna be coffee there, all right?
I'm sure Dad brought it.
I don't know where Dad is. That's the problem. I don't know where he is. He's probably at the store.
The toilet was running. Well, if Dad doesn't have to go, why would I have to go?
Why do you have to go? Because it's your mother, that's why.
I talk to so many filmmakers here locally, and I'm like, where can I buy your film? I really want to support it. It's important that we support each other. Oh, well, we never got any type of distribution. Oh, what happened? Well, we got turned down for a theatrical release, and, just nothing ever came with it after that. It's like, well, yeah, everyone wants a theatrical release. I'm not saying we don't. We would love one. I mean, it's an amazing accomplishment, but why are we even putting it in film?
Because
Our film, we had a release in Florida. Never did any of that. We showed it digitally. But I think they're really missing the boat when it comes to the actual state of independent cinema now, in digital cinema.
It's a thing where it's a situation today where it's becoming, how can we get it done? Like, we are going to be on YouTube. We're going to have, you can rent it on YouTube. You can go to iTunes. You can have all these independent websites where you can show your films as well. We're going to be able eventually to have our film on our own website where you can just rent it and pay one fee to be able to see it one time. So there's all different avenues you can go to. So when we started making our film and it came to production completion and all the studios closed their independent arms, we were like, what are we going to do? You don't have to rely on somebody else. We were talking, well, maybe we should go to a sales agent. Maybe we should go get a regular agent, a film agent. It's like, no, who's going to sell the film better than we are?
Think differently. I think we live in a time where we can't let the past define the actions of the future. And it's like, we're in a weird economy. You can make, especially guys like us, more money probably without even going that way and just directly reaching your audience like we can with the distribution channels that are open now. So you have to get not only behind this, but maximize on it. And it seems like most people are caught up in an outdated mindset.
And it goes back to our training in improvisation, which is, as a group, the group is bigger than any individual. Take your ego out as far as, we're in it for this film. It's not about what I want to do or what John wants to do. It's like, we're looking at this film as a whole, making that work well. Surround yourself with people who say yes, and go, all right, the studios won't take our film. All right, how can we make this work though? What can we do? And I think that leads to a lot of invention. I think that leads to cool events. Like we had our DVD release for American Legacy. One day we shot in a funeral home and we had the release for our DVD in that same funeral home. And people said, I don't know.
Why would you do that at a funeral home?
Not just that, they said, I'm gonna go see.
That's what I mean, of like, that's something I have to see because that's so...
It's so unique, and so that's just us saying, all right, where can we do this? Where can we have this release?
As a filmmaker, why would you not want to have those goals and be like,
Yeah.
yep, I want to sell that much? Absolutely.